I want to welcome you to day 9 of documenting buy time like billionaires. So today I am doing something a little bit different by default. I will say that for transparency. So typically I tell you what I'm working on that day, but today I'm actually telling you what I already worked on. So one thing that I really thought about is, sometimes when people think about like billionaires and they read about them, it's like, okay, well, that's them, that's easy for them to do, and that's not me, and so what I thought about is how can I like really bring this down to a level where like the average everyday person can understand, because that's a question that I had as well. And so what I thought about and what I actually started working on is a chapter titled "Where Did They Start?" Because it's some billionaires where like they started off great, like I won't say anybody because that's not true, but but most people, if they had that kind of start, they can be where a lot of these people are as well. However, a lot of people, they didn't have that start, and when you understand that some of these people, they started right where you are right now, or they started lower than where you are right now, it gives you like the inspiration to know what's possible for you. Maybe billion-dollar status is not even something that you want, let alone that you have the capability of doing. And that's not necessarily a bad thing at all, because whatever your capacity is, as long as you reach that, like that's success. I mean, that doesn't have to be even $1 million. It could be $100,000, whatever the case. It's not about money at all. But I think it was important to really dissect where these people started so that you can have a full scope of how far they came, but also where they started, when they started, if it's something that could be relatable to you so that you can use that as fuel to get to where you ultimately want to go. Because sometimes when we really do the work and sit down and like take the calculated steps to figure out what do we really want, because sometimes what we think we want and what we really want is two different things. Sometimes, and for transparency, like that was me for a lot of years, we get influenced by what we think is going to give us a certain status or a certain title or even a certain feeling. Like sometimes we just, if we're being honest, we want to be validated. We want to be respected. We want to be honored. And sometimes we focus more on what we think will get us that than what it is that we actually want to do. And so when you really do the work to figure out what is it that you really want to do, and then you really determine like what does it take to actually get there, sometimes it does not take as much as we think it does, but it does take consistency. And so this was a chapter that I thought was really important to work on and include in the book, because I think it's really going to give people an eye opener of where some of these people started, but also where they're at right now and what it took to get there. And so thank you for being on this journey. I hope you get a lot of inspiration when you do read this chapter, and I hope you get inspiration from reading, I mean, the entire book, because it's so many things that I wish I would have known before, but I'm learning a lot even by writing this book. So even though I'm the author, I'm learning as I am writing it in real time. And it's a lot of things that I'm learning and figuring out, which is extremely beneficial. And so my hope is that other people can learn from this and they can start a lot faster and get, even further than where I am right now, based on all of the research and everything that's going into this. So again, thank you for being on this journey with me. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and have a phenomenal rest of your day, whatever you're doing.